YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are working on my 2013 BMW E92 M3. I have two 18mm Future Classic wheel spacers that we'll be throwing on the front of the car, compliments of the guys over at Distribution. Alright guys, so this is the Future Classic 18mm spacers. They're M12 by 1.5. These are from Distribution. I think Future Classic is actually one of their house brands that they've developed. They do some really high-end, nice, high-quality parts. And these are going to be spacers. We're going to just be swapping out on the front. Currently, I've got some 17.5mm spacers from ECS Tuning. So you guys might be asking yourself, why am I swapping the 17.5mm spacers for 18mm spacers? Not so much the size, but mostly because I get a lot of vibration in the steering wheel. There's a lot of feedback with the wheel spacers that are currently on the car that are from ECS Tuning. So it's not only in ECS Tuning that I have heard people have had this issue with. It's a lot of brands, specifically on the E9X M3, and I'm not sure why, but I actually had these spacers on my E90 335 a couple years back, and I never had an issue with them. So for some reason with the M3, the wheel spacers just don't like to be on these cars, and so I'm taking a recommendation from my buddy Brandon, who actually purchased the set of the Future Classic 18mm spacers, and he put them on his M3, and he said the vibration went away. So we're gonna go ahead and swap that on today, just on the fronts. The rears still have the 12mm H&R spacers, and those have not had a problem at all. Fitment's amazing, and the 18 in the front is going to be perfect. All right, so I went ahead and opened the box up, and I just kind of show you guys what we have inside of here. Cool little stickers here. Welcome to the club, Future Classic. Thank you for the opportunity to create beautiful artwork, blah, blah, blah. Came with some Future Classic stickers, and inside of here, let's see, we've got some instructions on how to install. And here's an actual spacer. Take a look. Open this guy up. So that's what that looks like. Super high quality. You can just tell. The 17.5 that I currently have in the car looks amazing, so I think this is going to be a really good fit. A lot of guys actually run 15mm in the front for some reason on this car, and I actually just think the 18 or 17.5 kind of matches the way the rear looks even better. So that's why we went with the 18. So I'm going to go ahead and open this one up as well. Super nice packaging, and you know, since this is from Distribution, you would, you know, expect nothing but really good quality, which is what this is. And so those look fantastic. The other thing is, you know, typically things from are super expensive. These were actually pretty reasonably priced, and I actually got these on Black Friday, so the pricing was even better. Got some padding in here, and then the only other thing in here is this little kit. And this comes with, this is some anti-seize. It comes with a brush, and then these 4 little bolts, which we'll explain when we pop the wheel off. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and loosen up the lug bolts. It's a little bit easier to do while the car's still on the ground. Again, you'll need a 17. Just loosen these up just a little bit. Just get it going, because once you get this in the air, it's going to be a lot harder for you to loosen these, because the wheel's going to want to spin. So there we go. I can jack the car up. And then we can go ahead and pop the wheel off. So this video is kind of also in conjunction with my last video where we installed a stud conversion kit. And so I'm actually going to be doing that as well while we have the wheel off. So I already did the rears. The rears look fantastic. Everything went on perfectly. So we're going to be doing the exact same thing on the front. If you guys have not checked out that video, please do so. I'll put a link in the description below, but it should be the video directly below this one. There we go. And here you can see this is the 17.5mm ECS tuning spacer. So pop that off. All right, so I just want to show you guys a comparison of the two spacers. ECS tuning, the Future Classic one on this side. A couple things about the Future Classic one. So it's a CNC machined T6 aerospace aluminum. You can actually just tell the weight difference. It's pretty significant actually. Additionally, it's black anodized finished for corrosion and wear resistance. It's also hub centric, obviously, and it also has these little cutouts. These are pocketed cutouts basically in order to reduce the mass. So that's kind of why you can feel the weight difference. So they kind of trimmed it up a little bit, and obviously there's, you know, your mounting spots as well as some additional holes, which I'm going to show you what those are for here in a second. All right, so the instructions here are actually kind of cool. They tell you what it's all made out of, which I just told you. And down here they kind of show you how these are supposed to go on. It's the hub, the spacer, the wheel. That's kind of how it all looks when it's all together, obviously. And then they tell you the models that these fit. So again, this is a BMW, so it's a M12 by 1.5. And this will fit all of the E series. The F series is a little bit different. They also sell some for Porsches and the new G20s as well, or the new G series as well. So if you open this up, it'll kind of tell you some instructions here. All right, so installation instructions are right here, as well as some torque specs. Basically, we've already done some of these, you know, raise the car up, pull the wheel off, and then we're gonna take one of the spacers, put it on, and then we're going to install one of the hub bolts, and we're gonna torque it down. If you look here, it'll tell you the BMW hub bolt should be 12 foot-pounds. And then we're gonna go ahead and reinstall everything. So pretty simple to do. So that's kind of what this additional bolt is for. You'll see there's 4 of them in here. So basically what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna throw it on here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove one of these hub bolts and replace it with this. And it's gonna basically slide right in here, just like that, right into place, and it'll keep it all centered and keep it from moving, which is really nice. So super high quality, super nice. This is going to be a 2-for-1 video, basically, since I did not install the stud conversion kit on the front of the car here. So I've got a 5mm Allen, and we're going to go ahead and remove one of these bolts first. All right, so this is going to be where having a second set of hands comes in handy. That way you can have someone actually hit the brake, otherwise this is going to spin on you. So I'm going to try to do this. I've got a 5mm hex Allen right here, and I'm just going to kind of hold the rotor and see if I can get this myself. So we've got that loosened up, and then we'll keep that just in case. But now we can go ahead and, again, this is going to be a 2-for-1 video here. I'm going to go ahead and put these new studs back in, the stud conversion kit, and then we'll come back. All right, guys, so went ahead and put the stud conversion kit on there in the front. Next, we're going to take our anti-seize and our spacer and our brush, and we're going to paint basically the back side of the spacer. So take a little bit of this. It's also wise to wear some gloves because otherwise this stuff does get all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of paint it on. All right, so there we go. Got the whole thing coated on there with some anti-seize. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be pretty. It's functional. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide this on. Just like that. All right, so we've got everything tightened down. I'm just gonna go back and take a little paper towel and wipe off any extra anti-seize. And again, I also did some here on the inside, so just want to make sure that you get that part as well. And then, now what I'm going to do, I've got some extra anti-seize that I'm going to use on the outside of this before we put the actual wheel back on. So this is just to prevent the wheel from sticking. Don't need a lot. Well, it goes a long way. Always have some paper towels handy, and then wipe off any extra around the sides. We don't want to see this once we've got the wheel back on, so now we can reinstall the wheel. Got the passenger side done. We're gonna do the exact same thing here on the driver's side. All right, so for some reason this Allen screw here is completely rusted on, and I cannot get it off. So Unfortunately, my Allen key ended up stripping the bolt, so now we have another problem here that we need to remove this in order to get the other bolt in, because this one's fine. We just need to remove this one. So basically what I'm doing now, since the entire screw head is stripped at this point, what I'm doing is I'm taking a T40 and I'm actually going to create a new some new teeth basically on here, so in hopes that I can try to get this off. So basically just hammering this on, kind of creating some new teeth, and hopefully I can use a ratchet and get this thing out of there. Alright guys, so that ended up working. As you can see, it's loose now. It's all boogered up obviously, but again, basically I just took a T40 and then kind of hammered it in just like that, and kind of created my own new teeth, and now I'm kind of able to extract this out of there. So there we go. So if that happens to you, just know that you can still get it out. You can even use one of those bolt extractors. I don't have one of those, so I just kind of did my own thing, but we got it out. Okay, so that's what it should look like. Now we've got the extracted one out, and we put the new hub bolts in, one there and one there. Got all the anti-seize on there. Everything should be good to go. All right, everybody, that wraps up the install for the Future Classic 18mm spacers for the E92 M3. So pretty simple install. The only extra added piece is adding that little bolt that goes into the hub. So hopefully that will reduce or eliminate, hopefully, the amount of feedback that I have in the steering wheel. So should be pretty good to go. Pretty simple install. We've got the stud conversion kit on the car, as well as the spacers, and so everything fits really nicely. I'll take it for a drive, and everything should be good to go. So if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, please let me know in the comments. I'm going to put a link in the description below for I&D's website for the Future Classic wheel spacers. Again, they've got different sizes, so just depends on what you want, what kind of look you're going for, and that sort of thing. So if you guys have comments, please let me know. Otherwise, we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.